Coming up on Mountain News this morning, students in Rowan County voiced their concerns over a principal's lack of precaution to report inappropriate activities. And it's important to remember your denim today to show support for Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this April 30th. The time now 5 o'clock this morning, and it's time to check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal. And Megan, it is a big day today. It's the last day of April.
It sure is, and we're on our way to May, and then we'll continue to go along the next couple days, and soon enough it'll be the middle of June, and you can be sitting on the side of a pool drinking a nice cold drink and having a good day. But today is not that day. We do have rain in the forecast, unfortunately. Here's a look at that live pinpoint Doppler radar. As you see, got a couple of lines of storms still moving through, having a little bit of lightning as you travel to, well, I guess some of the lightning has tapered off this morning. There's some good news there. And then as we go throughout the day, you'll see those chances diminishing, but more chances exist this afternoon. Current temperatures are sitting in the 60s. Yet again, another very warm start to your day, and we'll be going into the afternoon with another warm day as well. Mainly sitting in the upper 70s and low 80s. Warmest temperature of the day, 83 degrees for Middlesboro and Manchester. We'll hit the high temperature as you're heading into that 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock mark, with the highest chances for rain and storms around the early afternoon to mid-afternoon hours. Amelia.
Some students at Rowan County High School are calling for the resignation of Principal Jordan Mann yesterday. They walked out in protest of Mann's reported failure to act on multiple complaints about the conduct of former girls soccer coach Andrew Zachary, who was sentenced to 22 years in prison for production of child pornography. Grayson Passmore heard from community members who are calling for a change.
Tuesday, students walked out of Rowan County High School chanting, "No more Mann." The protest comes after new court documents allege school principal Jordan Mann and former soccer coach Andrew Zachary exchanged inappropriate texts during a professional development training in 2022.
Our kids deserve better than this.
According to his plea agreement, Zachary sexually assaulted a minor student throughout the course of a school year. Back in May of 2023, we first reported on a civil lawsuit filed by the victim and her family against the school district, including Mann, Zachary, and former superintendent John Maxey, for failing to investigate the sexual abuse claims. But it's these new court documents filed into record on April 22nd as part of the ongoing lawsuit that seem to have sparked this community outrage. The court filings come out of a December 2024 civil suit deposition. The court notice seeks more information regarding the allegations from students, the school's guidance counselor, and Moorhead Mayor Laura White Brown of reports made to Mann and other district leaders who say they saw inappropriate behavior between Zachary and the student. The filings also include a portion of a transcribed video deposition from an investigator with the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services, in which she believed Jordan Mann, quote, concealed important evidence during the investigation.
But I'm glad that they're finally speaking out, finally getting some attention.
A Rowan County Schools parent, Ellen Gray, is just one of nearly 2,000 to sign a Change.org petition, also calling for Mann's resignation. She hopes students and the community won't stop seeking justice. In Rowan County, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
In response to the student walkout, Superintendent Michael Rowe says in a statement, quote, "We respect our students' right to free speech and civic engagement, and we recognize their desire to make their voices heard," end quote. The attorneys representing the victim and her family said in a statement that they did not organize or participate in yesterday's walkout, but they said, quote, "Our client's continued hope is that light shed on this case will protect all children moving forward." Police are investigating an officer-involved shooting in Madison County. It happened outside of Walmart in Berea, and they say an officer fired into a car after a driver tried to back into him. Police were investigating a stolen car when it happened. 2 men and 1 woman were inside the car, and police do tell us they were both taken to a nearby hospital. The officer involved had minor injuries and has since been released from the hospital. Berea police say they will be filing charges against the people in the car. A London man faces several charges after a case in Knox County. Troopers say they tried to stop a truck traveling north on Kentucky 229 after it cut off another vehicle. The driver did not stop, and once the truck hit a dead end on Horse Hollow Road, the driver took off into the woods. He was later found hiding near a creek bank. Alex Smallwood was arrested and is facing several charges. He's being held in the Knox County Detention Center. Today is Denim Day, and officials at the Rising Center encourage you to wear your denim. It's to raise awareness about sexual violence and to support survivors at the end of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Folks with the Rising Center say Denim Day started in 1999, coming after a 1992 Italian Supreme Court ruling that overturned a rape conviction, saying the victim was wearing jeans and must have needed help taking them off.
This Wednesday is Denim Day, so join the Rising Center in wearing your denim. It is more than just a fashion choice, but a powerful statement against sexual violence.
When you wear denim, it shows a support for survivors and brings awareness in our community.
Now, folks from around the world are wearing denim today in solidarity and support. Since summer is approaching and kids will be out of school, it is important to watch out for child sexual abuse. The Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services says physical signs of abuse can include bruises, burns, broken bones, head injuries, and more. The Rising Center says from April to June last year, they saw 222 survivors of sexual abuse. 26 of those were under the age of 18. If you suspect abuse, you are asked to report it and call 911 if it is an emergency. Water outages continue to impact parts of Harlan County, causing Judge Executive Dan Mosley to declare a state of emergency. County officials say this is different from the water issues folks faced in fall and winter. This time, it's a major water break along Kentucky 3152. Crews are still working to pinpoint the exact location of the break, which is losing an estimated 8,400 gallons per hour.
It's a reminder of what they dealt with 3, 4, 5 months ago. There's no question. It is extremely frustrating to me as well. You sometimes feel like you make 2 steps forward and take 3 steps back.
The county is distributing water at the Wallens Creek Fire Department while repairs continue. Mosley is asking for additional qualified water personnel to help the Black Mountain Utility District. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us at 5:06 on Mountain News this morning. And it's not too late to apply for FEMA applications, but it is important to be prepared before you apply.
And storms continue today. I'll have the latest update after the break.